So this is my lightning talk. Sort of builds upon some of the information that we've heard about in the conference to date about videos and the way you can sort of use them. But one thing that resonated with me was video length, and sometimes it's a bit of a hard thing to kind of get your head around when you don't really have a reference point. So I'll shamelessly self-promote here and use the Blycade Pinball podcast as an example of what we found with video length. So you'll see on your screen here that there's a whole lot of heads of me and of my co-host here. So what you'll notice though is if you have a look at the view count, which is pretty important on YouTube, you'll notice that most of these videos are over an hour long, and a lot of them have some decent enough views on them, 287 for what is a pretty niche topic of digital pinball. But what we were finding is that we were getting feedback that our videos were too long and people were really dropping off about maybe 20 minutes into the video, because that's not how people consume videos anymore. They want shorter videos and videos they can sort of just watch during their lunch break. So what we decided to do is experiment with slicing up the videos a little bit more. So you'll notice here that we've got a bit of a change in view. We've gone away from the sort of talking heads approach to more of a title card approach here. So what we've done is traditionally we have the episodic sort of episode here that we've got here. It's around 1 hour long. So what we started to do, in fact, not me, I can't take credit for this. My co-host, Chris Freebus, did a lot of the work here. He sliced up the videos into logical segments based on sort of how we structured a show. Our show is a bit like a talkback radio show, in the fact that we have distinctive sort of segments that we cover news about digital pinball throughout the week. And it makes it nice and easy to slice these up in YouTube, which is kind of neat. So you'll notice here that while this particular episode here, 206, which is our sort of first experiment with it, only had 183 views total, the segment about an announcement about a new DLC pack for a pinball game actually had 149 views alone. Then when you slice it up further, you have 96, 93, 75, and 194. Now, my maths isn't that good, but I think that's about 3 times the amount of views for that longer video there. So we thought, could be onto something here. Let's see a bit more. So same thing with episode 207. We had 180 views on the bigger one. And then we found like a significant increase when people got used to the idea that we were slicing up videos like this and actually dividing them. So you'll see that this is a really good example of data that you can measure and use when you're looking at producing videos, and how you might actually alter them to actually suit the audience types. The other really neat thing about this is that if you go into something like one of these videos and you go and look at the comments, you can actually get discrete feedback just about this segment alone. And that's actually really valuable from a content creation perspective as well. And you can actually get feedback directly from people and correlate that with the views that you're getting as well. So again, more data, more stuff that helps you make decisions about what's working and what's not for your content. So we continued experimenting with this. We're not going to stop doing it, because it seems that the more we separate the videos out and the more we segment them, the more views we're getting. This is the latest set of videos that we released, episode 211. Yes, we've done a lot of these. The Blycade podcast has been going now for around 10 years, covering digital pinball throughout this time. And we're seeing increased view counts now. This one is, in particular, has got a fair bit of traction, 249 views, which suggests that the audience really likes this kind of content. That's good for us, because as content creators, we can work out exactly what we need to do to satisfy our audience and grow our audience. The other neat thing about these videos as well is that you can slice them up and put them exactly into the different forums and segments and things that the people are actually looking for this information in. And we're finding a lot of the organic growth with the show because of the way we're slicing up these videos now. There's another way you can actually leverage the longer videos like this one here and still give them that segmented approach, though, if you find that you want to. YouTube actually offers now index markers in their videos that you can insert and sort of slice up a longer video into something that's a little bit more indexed, almost like a DVD has chapters in it. You can do that in YouTube now. But it's a really cheap and easy way to experiment with what type of video people like. Some people like a longer video, and they like to sort of it's a bit of a, hopefully you like the idea of splitting them up. If you want to get information, just